Ready to explore the future of travel? I mean, who isn't ready? We're diving deep into Glenn Fogel's vision.
Oh, yeah.
And
This should be good.
trust us.
Yeah.
It's about to get interesting. He's the CEO of Booking Holdings,
Right. Yeah.
the powerhouse behind,
All the big ones.
those travel booking sites you probably use all the time.
Booking.com, Priceline, Kayak, all part of his empire, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, exactly.
Big empire.
He's got a lot to say about where this industry is headed, especially with all this buzz around AI.
It's all AI all the time these days,
Oh, yeah.
especially in travel, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
We've poured over a stack of his recent interviews, articles, and let me tell you, things are about to change.
Yeah, you're in the right place to find out why this all matters.
Okay, let's set the stage. Okay.
We've all been there, right? Endlessly scrolling through travel sites, wrestling with those
Oh, tell me about it.
those confusing hotel filters,
Yeah.
desperately hoping we're not about to get, like, scammed by some too good to be true deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
The struggle is real.
The frustration is so real.
And Glenn Fogel, he gets it, you know?
Okay, so that's where AI comes in, right?
That's where AI comes in. Fogel sees AI as like the key to unlocking this whole new level of like ease and personalization in travel booking. And it's not just about faster search results or anything like that. He's talking about fundamentally changing how we interact with travel.
Okay, so paint me a picture. What does this actually look like in practice?
Okay, so imagine this. You open your Booking.com app, and before you even type a word, it suggests a trip to, like, Naples, Italy.
Okay.
Not just any trip to Naples, but one that's, like, tailored to your preferences. It's learned from your past bookings, maybe even, some of your social media activity.
Wait, is it reading my mind? Because I was just scrolling through pictures of the Amalfi Coast on Instagram the other day.
That's just the beginning. So then the AI asks you, how long are you thinking of going? Or, do you prefer, like, the beach or the mountains or whatever? It's like having a conversation with, like, a super intuitive travel agent.
Okay.
Who just, like, knows you better than you know yourself.
Okay, that does sound pretty slick. But how does it actually work?
Right.
Is this AI thing just some, like, futuristic fantasy, or is this really happening?
So Booking.com is already testing AI tools. Like, they have one called Trip Planner.
Okay.
Which uses your preferences to suggest destinations and accommodations. And Fogel's adamant that this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Wow.
Remember that NBC interview where he talks about eliminating those, like, soul-crushing customer service hold times?
Oh, don't even get me started on those whole times. I once spent an entire afternoon listening to elevator music while trying to change a flight.
Oh, it's the worst. The worst. It's like the worst.
Yeah.
So Fogel's vision is to, like, replace those agonizing waits with instant AI-powered support.
Okay.
He actually compares this new AI-powered travel agent to, like, the good old days of human travel agents, but with a crucial difference. This AI has access to this, like, colossal database of information. It's like having a travel agent who's also like a walking encyclopedia of travel knowledge,
Okay, so no more frantic calls at 2 a.m. because my flight got delayed and I need to change my rental car reservation.
You got it. In Fogel's vision, the AI handles all of that automatically.
Wow.
Proactively adjusting your booking, sending you a notification before you even realize there's a problem.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This all sounds incredibly convenient.
Right.
But let's, zoom out for a second.
Okay.
Where does Booking Holdings fit into all of this? I mean, they're already, a massive player in the travel industry.
Oh, absolutely. But here's where Fogel, flips the script, right?
Okay.
You'd think Booking Holdings is already, running the show.
Right.
But he claims they're just getting started.
Wow.
In one interview, he just casually drops that. The entire travel market is worth something like $3 trillion.
$3 trillion. That's almost impossible to wrap my head around.
Yeah, it's a mind-boggling number.
Yeah.
And it's precisely why Fogel sees so much potential for growth, right?
Yeah.
He's playing the long game here.
Okay.
And he's playing it on a global scale.
So even with all their brands, they're still just a fraction of this massive market.
Exactly. But they've got a strategy. So Fogel calls it a portfolio approach.
Okay.
Right? They own this diverse range of brands, each catering to different types of travelers, which gives them, a competitive edge.
Right.
Think of it like a one-stop shop for every budget and every travel style.
Okay, that makes sense. But I also read some things about, like, regulatory hurdles they're facing, especially in Europe.
Yeah.
It sounds like Fogel wasn't too thrilled about it.
Let's just say he didn't mince words.
Yeah.
He's particularly frustrated with European regulators, arguing that, their decisions are stifling innovation
Okay.
and putting European companies at a disadvantage. He sees it as a direct threat to Booking Holdings' future in Europe.
Give me the juicy details. What's got him so fired up?
Well, remember that attempted acquisition of eTraveli,
Oh, right, yeah.
the flight booking company? The EU blocked it.
Right.
And Fogel maintains that it would have been a game changer for, improving the flight booking experience for everyone. He even went so far as to compare it to a past regulatory decision that he believes ultimately, killed off two big players in the European travel market.
Wow, so he sees this decision as having, potentially long-term consequences.
Absolutely. And it's not just that. There's also the gatekeeper designation under this new Digital Markets Act.
Oh, right. I remember that coming up in a few of the articles. Refresh my memory. What does that even mean?
So this gatekeeper designation comes with some serious teeth, right?
Okay.
It means the EU can now, scrutinize Booking.com's every move.
Wow.
Potentially, dictating how they operate, who they can partner with, all because of their dominant market position.
So what does this mean for Booking Holdings? Are they going to, pull out of Europe entirely?
He certainly hinted at it. In a couple of the interviews, he emphasized that Booking Holdings is a global company.
Right.
And they'll go where the opportunities are.
Right.
He even pointed out that, in the digital age, you can work from anywhere.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's a not-so-subtle message to those European regulators.
Yeah.
But back to the tech for a second. He keeps mentioning this idea of the connected trip. What exactly does he mean by that? So this connected trip, what does that even look like for, everyday travelers like me?
It's about, seamlessly connecting every element of your trip.
Okay.
From flights and hotels to, ground transportation activities, even those dinner reservations.
Right.
Fogel sees it as, taking all the moving parts of a journey
Yeah.
and making them work together effortlessly.
Sounds
Right.
How is that even possible?
That's where Fogel believes AI comes in.
Okay.
He used a really interesting example in one interview talking about, a traveler from China using Alipay to pay for a hotel in Switzerland.
Right, I remember that.
Right.
But wouldn't the hotel have to, accept Alipay for that to work?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of places still don't.
Right.
But Fogel's vision is for, Booking Holdings to handle all those behind-the-scenes complexities.
Okay.
Right? Payments, currency conversions even, flagging potential issues like a flight delay.
Right.
And automatically adjusting your rental car pickup.
So instead of me, panicking at the airport when my flight's delayed, the app's already one step ahead of me.
That's the idea.
Sign me up.
He wants to eliminate those travel headaches entirely. And here's the interesting part.
Okay.
He argues this connected trip benefits everyone.
Okay.
Travelers get a smoother, more personalized experience. Suppliers get access to a wider global customer base.
Okay, this is all starting to sound a bit like, dare I say it, a super app. Like that one app on your phone that does everything.
Fogel kind of danced around that term in one interview.
Okay.
But he essentially described a platform that becomes your one-stop shop for all things travel.
Okay.
Booking your flights, finding the perfect hotel, securing tickets to that, must-see museum usually, grabbing a taxi, it's all there.
Wow.
Right.
That level of convenience is alluring.
Right.
But isn't there a trade-off? I mean, we're giving them a ton of data about our travel habits, our preferences, even our, spending patterns.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
Fogel argues they're using this data to create a more personalized, more valuable experience. But it definitely raises concerns about data privacy.
Right.
And how much control we're willing to, relinquish for that convenience.
It's almost like a deal with the devil, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of devils, what about the, impact on jobs?
Right.
If AI is, booking my trips, even, anticipating my needs, what happens to all those travel agents?
That's something Fogel doesn't shy away from at all. He acknowledges that AI could significantly disrupt the job market.
Yeah.
He actually, he draws parallels to, how automation has impacted industries like manufacturing.
Right.
He even brought up the concerns of Hollywood writers about AI-generated scripts.
Oh, wow.
It's a very real anxiety.
So robots are coming for our travel agent jobs.
It's a real possibility.
Wow.
But Fogel really stresses the importance of retraining and adapting. He even challenged governments to start thinking about how to prepare workforces for this new reality.
Wow, this deep dive has been eye-opening.
Right.
So much to think about.
It really is.
It seems like AI is poised to revolutionize travel.
Yeah.
But it also brings up some really big questions that I don't think have easy answers.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And here's one that Fogel didn't really address.
Yeah, okay.
If AI can craft the perfect trip based on all this data,
Okay.
does that mean we risk losing something in the process?
Ooh, like what?
The joy of spontaneous discovery. The thrill of getting wonderfully, delightfully lost in a new place.
That's a fantastic point.
Yeah.
Something to ponder, I think, as we enter this brave new world of AI-driven travel.
Something to think about for sure.
Yeah, well, this has been a fascinating discussion.
It has.
Thank you so much for coming on and breaking all of this down with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And to everyone listening, keep exploring, keep asking those tough questions.
You're
And who knows, maybe your next great travel adventure is right around the corner.
maybe so.
Until next time, happy travels, everyone.